And touch the sky in the city of angels. Feels like I'm coming home with my head up in the clouds. I am searching for something and I'm still hoping, 'cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
But it's not that easy. You're complicating things for me. No, it's not that easy. Maybe just a little time can heal me, but it doesn't feel the way. What are you doing to me? Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just that stupid. Maybe just a little time can make you change your mind about us. I thought that we were meant to be. Why'd you break my heart? Left me in the dark, dark. Why'd you have to go? I don't wanna feel this way. Though I'm broken, I'm still hoping I could be with you. I'm still breathing, it's not easy. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. I'm just a fool for you. For you. For you.
Hey, I've got you on my mind. Yeah, you're all that I think about. You know you got me going wild. And what I want is you. Could you come a little closer? I want you by my side. And I'll try the best I can to make you feel this way. Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Don't let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, 'cause I'd do anything. I just wanna be with you. How can you make me feel this way? Don't let me down, down, down. It could be you and I want you now, 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 now. Don't let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you. I just wanna hear you say that you want me to. I told you I can't get you off my mind. Come let me hold you now. I wanna lay in your arms. Come let me love you now. Yeah, you're the one that I want. I wanna stay here. I wanna stay here with you. I wanna stay here with you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I wanna stay here with you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. Tonight we've got a pretty cool show. As of lately, all of the Christmas presents are starting to be announced. We've had some Christmas presents from DJI. We've had a lot of releases from Insta360 this year, which is awesome. And then one of my other favorite companies is GoPro, and they should be announcing something in a couple weeks. So I'm probably not going to jump out and get the GoPro Hero 11 right off the bat, because there's rumors that they're coming out with a GoPro 11 Mini, which is kind of a new rendition of the Session, which is this guy. So the Session was a waterproof camera. All it really had on it was a record button and a tiny little screen that told you what was going on. But the point of this camera was not to use a screen to record something, but to just put this camera somewhere, hit the record button, and go. And that is the premise of the GoPro Mini that's about to come out. And I think it's awesome. There are a lot of people trying to put the full-on GoPros on their drones. And once you put it on your drone and fly it away from you, you don't need the screen. The screen is nice to frame your shot, but that's all you're gonna use the screen for. So the Mini is supposed to be a lot smaller. I'm not sure what the battery life is on it, but it's supposed to be as good as the Hero 11 without the screens on it. So they've taken the screen out of the front, they've taken the screen out of the back, and kind of moved all the components around in the box so that it's a lot tinier. So we're going to look at pictures that have leaked, and it's an interesting design. It's different. It has two different finger modules, so you can attach it from the bottom, or you can attach it from the back. The very back of the so since it's a compact design, they've had to deal with heat distribution. So the entire back of the camera looks like a radiator. And to me, it's done that way to dissipate heat. But we're going to go through images and look at those things. We've got a video from Nacho Rolling to show tonight. And we have another video that I saw today on Facebook that I thought was genius. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I have no idea where the video, the original idea came from in my head, because there was a video where a guy did a Superman video. And it was Superman finding a GoPro in a dumpster in an alley, and then he put the camera on and then just started flying around the city. And so the video footage was drone footage, obviously, but then it had Superman's hands kind of out in the front, so it looked like Superman was flying. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and then I saw this video today, and I think I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys. It's close enough to 7 that the party has already started. We got Nacho in the house. We got Mike in the house. Bob's in the house. Steve's in the house. Brent's in the house. So we got enough people to have a party. So I'm going to go ahead and show this video. I asked his permission today if I could put it on my live stream tonight. I don't know if he's going to. I don't know that he even knows what my live stream is. But after I show it on the live stream, I'm going to put a link in that post and say this is where I showed it. But I'm going to go ahead and get it ready. And I just think it's awesome. There's no audio in it, so hopefully I won't get like copyright strucken. by he's got like wind sounds and he's an Indian guy, so you can kind of hear him going whoa, whoa. And so it's a really, really cool video, and I'm really excited to show this on my live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it up now. All right, here we go. And let me do that again because I want to share the audio. All right. And I want to do this. And here we go. Back. Isn't that awesome? All right, we're going to watch that again because I just think it's awesome. So whenever I get my DJI in Nevada, this is one of the things I want to do. Back. So I want to go ahead and give, I'm going to copy his name and put it in the chat. Because I will butcher this name. So, what's up, Jim? This is the guy's name. I have no idea how to say that. It's Abdul Wahid Muhammadedi. I don't know how to say that. So that's as close as I'm going to get to it. So Nacho is stealing my thunder. Dang it. That's a surprise. All right. I'm going to take that off. So Nacho said he might pop in, but he said evening from work, so he probably won't be popping in. But we both ordered our Insta360 X3s kind of at the same time. And they hit the US at the same time pretty much. But since we have a hub in Memphis, it landed in the US an hour away from me, and it sounds like it landed a little bit farther away from Nacho. So he'll probably get his tomorrow, but I received mine right at my lunch break. So as soon as I got out of a meeting, the doorbell rang, I went down and got my box, and then I ordered something else today, or I ordered it yesterday, and I got it today. And so I want to show you guys that as well. What? Okay. My chair just hit my desk over here and everything decided to almost fall. So this is the other accessory that I bought today. And it is the Insta360 weight belt. So I'm going to start doing some weightlifting with my Insta360 camera. No, I'm just kidding. But it looks like one of those back braces that you put on while you're moving. And then you basically take your selfie stick, Insta360 selfie stick, and then screw it in. And then you've got a selfie stick that is sticking out of your back. You can do it straight ahead, but I'll probably do it kind of at an angle like that. So I'm not going to put it on the front of me because it looks inappropriate if you put it on the front, but I will be wearing it behind me. And I will probably be wearing a hat because whenever drones fly over my head, you can really tell that my hair is thin on top. So I got to find the right angle. But so that came in the mail today as well. So I've got next couple days, I'm going to try to do like a video, like a like Grand Theft Audio video game type video with my Insta360 camera. I think that'll be fun. I might even try it with the GoPro because I think that would be really cool to do with the GoPro as well. Oh, Jim got the Avata. I want the Avata so bad. That's awesome, Jim. So it's all set up, all updated and set up. That's the one thing with my Nacho. When you get your X3, it's going to have a firmware update, and that took me a little while today. It got to 100% and then just lagged. So I turned the camera off and then I turned it back on, and then it went through the firmware update again. So I don't know if it went through 2 firmware updates or if the original just failed, got hung up, and then it just did that firmware update all over again. But that is something we're going to talk about. And so let me know. It's almost 7 o'clock. Do you guys want to talk about the GoPro Mini and get that out of the way? And then talk about the Insta360 X3. I haven't shot with the X3 yet, but I've charged it all the way. So when I take my son to school in the morning, it might take me a little while to get back home because I might be playing with my camera. So let me know if you guys want to talk about the Insta360 X3 or the GoPro Mini. Both shouldn't take that long because I don't have much to say about the Insta360 X3 yet because I haven't played with it. But right off the bat, we can talk about the aesthetics and the things that I love about what they've changed with the body. And I have 4 cameras sitting on my desk right now. So Nacho wants to talk about the X3. He's very excited about the X3. The GoPro is something that's probably not going to come out this week. I've heard that the GoPro and the Action 3, the DJI Action 3 is going to come out at the same time. But are we ready for an Action 3 already? I feel like the DJI Action 2 just came out. Maybe it didn't. I feel like it did, though. But maybe that was a year ago. I don't know. All right, Nacho is the only one that said anything, so we're gonna do the X3. So let's see if we're still good to go. I'll move my mouse out of the way. Nope. Dang it. That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. I don't know why I just did that. I turned my rolling switcher off. All right. So we have here, y'all, all of the Insta360 ones that are out. Okay. And I can take this one out of its thing. So I want to show you guys where it all started. So this is the Insta360 One. The Insta360 One is Did Jim say the X3 is the same price as the Avata? I don't think so. Well, not as the one with the goggles. The X3, I think, was only... Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about pricing. So this is the Insta360 One. It was a bullet. This is the one that I dropped out of... Let me see if we can focus in on that. can't focus in. That stinks. This is the one that fell out of the sky off of the DJI Phantom 4. And basically, that was the day that I learned that if you hang a camera like this off of a drone and the drone vibrates, this circular ramp called a screw will slowly unscrew itself. And it fell right out of the sky. This was the last camera, I believe, that had an attachment to your phone. So you could plug this camera right into your iPhone. And they made an Android, either they made an Android version or an Android adapter, but you could do it with Android as well. But this would sit on top of your camera and you would use your phone as a screen. Okay. So we had a 360 camera that had a nice, big, beautiful screen. Okay. And it was attached to the camera. All right. As you can see, the lens is a lot smaller. This was a lot more compact design. Then the 1X came out and it revolutionized. Is that revolutionized? Insta360's 360 cameras. The 1X was the first camera that had from Insta360 that had a removable battery. So you can pop these open. And in this door, you have your SD card. Wait, is that right? No, I take that back. So in this door, all you have is your battery. Now the batteries from the Insta360 1X also fit in the Insta360 Sphere. So when I got my Insta360 Sphere, I bought a 2-pack of batteries for the Insta360 1X and a charger. So fun fact. So there's that. This one did not have a screen on it, but some of the benefits from this camera was it had an LED screen on it. It had 2 buttons on here. And from both sides, it had an LED here and an LED here. And from both sides, you could tell whether it was recording or not. So this camera right here and the stitch line, if you can see how thick this one is, it's almost a circle, like it's almost just a column. Whereas this one was the first of the candy bar shape, and they kind of took this from Ricoh Theta. Ricoh Theta was the first cameras that kind of did that. But this one was not waterproof, nor is this waterproof. Neither one of these are waterproof. So you couldn't do anything in the rain. If there was moisture in the air with either one of these cameras, you couldn't do anything out in the wet water. They still called this an action camera, but it was basically just maybe they didn't call this an action camera. Maybe this was the first one they called an action camera. This one is thicker. This is the X2, but one of the reasons it's thicker is because it has a screen on it. This was a touch screen that you were able to kind of look around and see what you were filming, and it's bigger. So smaller screen, bigger screen. They took from the original had 2 buttons on the front of the camera, but they aren't labeled. So all the time you'd hit the wrong button on this camera. This camera, the X2, only has 1 button on the front, and they moved the power button to the side of the camera. Okay. And it's waterproof. So you could take this out and you can take this out in the rain. You can record in 360 in the rain. You can go underwater. kind of, with this. They have dive cases for all these cameras, but for this one, you can go underwater. You can go underwater with it. And an interesting design that came out with this camera is the battery is actually part of the camera. So which is something that makes it waterproof. And they've got all these little safety features. They've got like it's orange if it's not locked in completely, and then snap it all the way in, and then the orange goes away. So we'll get that with the LED screen. And then this is the X3. And so the X2 had this this really weird door, and it kind of just dangles there like the GoPro's, which is frustrating. What was cool about it was that, is that right? Yeah, that's right. What's cool about it is you could put a microphone adapter in there, but the only way to put the microphone adapter in it was to pull that door off. So that was frustrating. So one of the new things that they've done with the X3 is they've put this door on a hinge, so you don't lose that little door. If you lose this door, your camera is not waterproof anymore. But to charge it, that's what it does. Still has the same kind of orange locking mechanism. Battery pops out the same way. It's a bigger battery. SD card goes in there. And then there's the screen. The screen is so much bigger. So to me, the screen reminds me of like the small iPods, and I don't remember exactly what the name of the iPod was. I want to say it was an iPod Nano, but what's up, Charles? So Nacho said, how do you charge the extra batteries? I would assume, I haven't tried it, but I would assume it's just like the Insta360 One X2. You have to charge the batteries in the camera or get an external charger for them. And let's see. I don't see an external charger on their site. So okay, so there's a for the Insta360 One X2, for this camera, there is a fast charging hub that charges 3 different batteries at the same time, but it is not on the X3 yet, so that might be something that they come out with later. Since the camera's been out for a week, not even a week yet, that's probably why you don't have a multiple charger yet. Everybody is saying that there's no reason to upgrade, but I strongly disagree. And you can see here it went from no screen to LED screen to like a full-on circle screen, which wasn't really helpful. Basically, all I ever did with this is I looked down to see what my stitch looked like in the bottom, and that was it. This screen is beautiful, y'all. As you can see on the X2, you have a power button on the side, and you have the shutter button down here. On the new camera, you've got 2 buttons on the side, which I'm not totally sure what those buttons do yet. There's a Q and a power button. So the power button turns it on, and then the Q is, I think it's the quick modes. So you can swap between, you can set up like quick modes to do, I want to do like 360 HDR photo, and then I want to do hyperlapse, but you've got certain settings that you've come up with. I believe that's what the Q button is, but I'm not sure. The other thing is on the front of the camera, since you've got this nice big screen, you've got this select button and album button as well. So I don't think this one's, this one is charged up. So we're going to turn that one on. I know this isn't charged up. And we're going to turn this one on too. So they've got black screens on them right now because they're sitting on the ground. But check this screen out, y'all. That's hard to see. Oh, I make that not so bright. Where's that light coming from? All right. So, it's going through a tutorial. I don't want to go through the tutorial right now. All right, let me fix that real quick. Slide the edge of the left. Ooh, this is nice, y'all. Okay, let's get it. So we're going to move it to here. Dang it, y'all can't see that. I got to figure that out. Let's do manual. All right. So it's still pretty bright, but you can move the screen, move the touch screen around. Zoom in. This is hard to do upside down, y'all. All right. So, actually, that might be better. So, you can go in here and you can change settings. I'm going to do a full video on this, but I thought it'd be fun to just kind of look at it. So Nacho's saying put a piece of paper under it. Let's try this. I don't think that's going to help, but the screen's too bright. But so if you drag down, you've got all your settings, and it's hard to see right now. But these are all multicolored. You've got audio, you've got brightness. Actually, let's do this. There. All right. So that's what the setting screens looks like. If you scroll from the left to the right, you can go through and change all the settings. So right now it's on auto, but I can change it to manual. From here, you can change it to, like, this is the album. So, and then it's got a really great screen whenever you're swapping through the different modes. So, and then it said if you long press, it'll change it into panoramic mode. But so anyway, oh, we gotta turn it this way. So that's the camera. There's obviously a microphone right there. And it looks like there's a microphone on that side. Microphone up there on the back. Right here, you can see the battery is not completely tapped in. So I'm going to press that. Now the battery is fully locked in. So it's waterproof. And then on this side, there's a microphone right there. So there's a microphone on each side of the camera. And there she is. So since I've got you guys zoomed in here, I'm going to show you, that's the 1X. This is the difference between the 1X2 and the 1X3. They really don't look that much different from this side. And then as far as thickness goes, I don't know. I don't want to touch the lenses together. I just heard them touch. Thickness wise, it's not much difference. It really isn't that big of a difference, I don't think. So yeah. I got the so one of the things, let me zoom out. So one of the things that I love about this camera, which is the 1-inch edition, is this piece right here. This is the lens cover. In the past, we've gotten things like this, which is kind of like a it's like a neoprene sleeve. This was on the original X. And then I don't have the one that I got with the X2, but it was similar to this. But what I use for the 1X2 is this hard case. And what I love about the hard case is it's open at the bottom, so I can put it on a selfie stick and protect it. So Bob Casey says, does the 3 have a bigger sensor? So the 3 has a 1/2-inch sensor. It's not as big as the 1-inch sensor, so it's half of the 1-inch sensor, but the X3 sensor is bigger than the X2, and it's similar to what they did when they went from the Hero, I believe it was the Hero 9 to the Hero 10. They made the sensors bigger then. So I'm going to go through some of your comments. Y'all are laughing. All right. So y'all are all telling me what to do. So there's a 1/2-inch sensor on the X3. There's been a lot of talk of people are saying there's no upgrade. There's no reason to upgrade because the resolution didn't change, but the sensor is bigger, so it can pull in more light. So whether the resolution gets a bump up or not, the quality of the video is going to be better because the sensor is bigger. And that's always the case with any camera. Okay. So the upgrades that you get with the X3 is you get a larger screen. Oh, something else I didn't tell you guys is these buttons are, this button right here is bumpy and this one is not. So when you've got it in your hand, you can feel kind of the nubbiness of that button. But don't fully understand everything that's going on here. Some of the issues that they originally had with the X was this quarter 20 in the bottom would break because people would put it on a selfie stick. Oh, wait, before I tell you about that, on the Insta360, come on. So, dang it. I gotta switch cameras. The reason I wanted to get... All right, now you're just getting on my nerves. All right, we're switching back to auto. All right, so one of the reason I got the edition that I got was because it came with this lens cap. Now this is an extra accessory, but it's for the X2, and it is super premium rubber lens protector that I love. So I can walk around with this in my pocket and be very comfortable how it's going to, that I'm not going to get any scratches on it. Now there's a big glass screen that I might get scratches on. But I love the added protection of this big rubber thing. And I've been carrying this around in this little low pro camera bag that I bought. So this is how I've been carrying my 1-inch around. This is a horrible presentation, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, this rubber thing right here is wonderful. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to show you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put all these cameras back in their respective protection. Something else that was interesting about the original one, is it came with this kind of tripod thing. It was probably the most protective of all the cases because it's just hard, but anyway. So yeah, that was my show and tell. I wasn't expecting it to get here. I wasn't expecting for it to get here when it did. But since it showed up on live stream day, I figured I would show it to you guys. So it's pretty cool. So I have neglected your comments through this chat, so I want to make sure I get everybody in the house. So let's just go from the beginning. Eat More Possums in the house. Steven Drones is in the house. Bob Casey's in the house. Nacho Rolling's in the house. Jim's Droning's in the house. Try not to miss anybody. Micronax in the house. No. Oh, Chris is in the house from Sunrise. Welcome. All right. I think that's everybody. Oh, Charles Glusky's in the house. All right. We're all caught up on everybody that's in the house. So a lot of you have already seen some reviews on it. So the neoprene case for the X3 has a hole in it to charge through, which is great. The thing I'm worried about there, though, is the cameras get really hot when they're charging. So I don't know if the neoprene is going to help that or hurt that, but it's probably not a big deal. So Eat More Possum says you can probably find a mount for the DJI FPV where someone could 3D print one for you. I'll show you the one that I bought. How do I find this? I think it's DJI mounts. Yep, DJI mounts. So let me do this. So if you guys aren't familiar with DJImounts.com, this is a friend of mine that I met over YouTube several years ago. My original mount for my DJI Mavic Pro was designed by Jean Marie Canny, and he after a couple of years he put together this website. He's already got the Avata on there, which is awesome. But he's got so here's the Mavic Pro 1. I'll show you the original mount that I bought from him. Was this guy. And he's basically designed them. He's designed 3D models, and then you purchase them through Shapeways. And I'm actually planning on doing this as well. This is, I've got the t-shirts, and I thought about doing some 3D printed models for sale as well. But and this just kind of shows you, there's the Insta360. There's this one right here. And so I never had this particular mount, but there's the Rilo, which was a wonderful. I had all three of these cameras. I put them on my drone. But anyway, so that's the mount for the Pro. There's the Session. I did all these on my channel at some point. But the DJI FPV drone, he's got three mounts. One is a top. I believe there are three mounts. There might just be two. Yeah. So there's one for just the front camera. And basically what it does, it doesn't put it, it doesn't put it where Ken Dobo puts his. It kind of puts it more towards the front. This is the one that I purchased. You can put a camera on top or bottom. And then he's, see if we can make this full screen. But as you can see, it has, like, this is where your original camera is. So this is where your goggles are looking through, and then you can mount something on the bottom of the drone or the top of the drone. I think it would be pretty heavy to do both, but if you guys see right here, he's got, if you had 2 of the GoPro lights, then you could basically put headlights on the front of your drone with this. So, so that's the one that I purchased. And it looks like he already has the Avata worked out. It looks like it's getting there. They're still experimenting with the mount. But for the DJI Avata, we created a top mount that allows mounting 360 cameras or LED lights to the top of the drone. So he's in the middle of developing that. But I will put this link in the description. I know Ken has rushed his out, and a lot of people are supporting Ken's. But this guy is really a really talented 3D designer. And just to show you guys my favorite design that he has done, this is, sorry, I got the burps now. I'm a little gassy. But this is for the DJI Inspire 1. So he's got this mounting system where you can mount a camera to the bottom of the Inspire, one at the top of the Inspire. But the best one is this guy. So he has a gear system that attaches it to, which attaches your camera to the landing gear system on the Inspire. So I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen and play it for you guys. It's really ingenious. So as the landing gear lifts up, he's got this gear that brings the camera down. So a lot of people, like when we were first putting 360 cameras on drones, we were always dangling the camera underneath the drone, but you always had to take off in a weird way or hand launch. Like I have to hand launch from my Sphere, and I'm just used to hand launching at this point. But with the DJI Inspire, you don't even have to worry about your camera touching the ground when you take off. And then when you open up the landing gear, it pops it out. And this is Jean right here, Jean Marie Canny. That's who does this website. But I don't want to share that. So that's what's going on there. I would highly recommend his prints. And Shapeways is a premium 3D design, like 3D print studio. So the quality of products that you can get from them are awesome. And Gene's a really good guy. He's French, so we've had to kind of translate a little bit. He speaks English, but not as good as these Americans over here. But when my DJI Mavic Air, when the Mavic Air came out, the Mavic Air came out in different colors. So I had a red one, and I don't even remember what the colors are now. But I had a red one, and he came out with a black and a white mount. And I sent him a message asking him if he would add a red version to the store. And he said it was going to cost extra for the red because of the filament. And but I really wanted a red mount for my red drone, and so he updated in the store within a couple hours, and which for him all it was clicking an option to turn it on. But yeah, so he's a really good guy. And I've supported him on my channel a lot. So, and I mean, nothing against Ken Dobo. I support him as well. I just feel like everybody is supporting him right now. So, Jean Marie has not failed me over the years. Not that Ken's going to fail anybody, but you get what I mean. Like Kent's got plenty of support, or Ken's got plenty of support, and I think Gene needs some love too. So so what do we got going on in here? So Jim said he got the mount from Dobo, which is awesome. Very, very cool. So what are you planning on putting on it? I think so what I've seen is the camera is just as good as the Action 2. So I thought about putting the Action 2 on top of it, but then I saw the footage from the Avata, and there's no need to put that camera on there. So I've been trying to figure out like what the purpose of putting a better camera on. I think the 360 camera, since the Avata doesn't have 360 capabilities, I think a 360 camera would be wonderful, especially when you're if you're flying like sunrise water and you're going to go like under bridges and stuff like that. Just think of the shots you can get from a 360 camera on top of that drone. Tracking shots, like you can like go under the bridge and then you can like pick something out on like a rusty bolt on the bridge, and as you're going under the bridge you can track that shot the entire way going underneath it. I think those are going to be awesome shots. But as far as like the Jim, that's a great idea as well. Jim talked about putting the Action backwards so you can see. So you've got a front view and a back view as you're flying. That's a wonderful idea. The problem with Dobo's mount is that I believe it's like right behind the GPS. So I mean, you're going to get some backward movement, but it almost seems like there needs to be like a reversible mount on top. Maybe I'll make that. Maybe I'll design one that you can put on the front of the drone and the back of the drone and in the middle. And maybe you can move pieces around. I think instead of putting the fingers on it, if you did the, I don't have one anywhere around me. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. So instead of putting the GoPro finger sticking up out of your drone, I think a better design, which is what Jean Marie does on his mounts, is to build a mount that is just like this. So you can put one of these on the front of your drone and on the back of your drone and not add much weight to your Avata. And then depending on whether you wanted to put a camera on the front or the back, then you could just snap your mount in. Or if you put this dead center in the middle of your drone, then this would be more towards the front of the drone. Or if you snapped it in this way, it would be more towards the back of the drone. So I'm going to play around with that. But these are the GoPro lights that I was talking about. They're the light mod for the GoPro. And you can put this on the front of your drone and have a headlight for your Avata. So I don't remember how to turn it off. Maybe hold it. Yeah. So Jim, while you're mounting crazy things to your Avata, if you don't have that little light from GoPro, that would be awesome. And maybe do some night flying. I think that'd be so cool. All right, so I'll pop this up. I just spent $300 on a new case for the FPV. It came with arms, braces. It's so bad case. That's awesome. So Bob, did you just get a DJI FPV drone, or have you had one for a while? I know I've seen footage from your Air, but I didn't know if this was your first venture into DJI FPV. Okay, so Bob says he's had it for a month. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to talk about the last thing I want to talk about tonight. Oh, I want to play this video. Sorry, I'm kind of scattered tonight, so bear with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking around and chatting with each other, even though I'm over here rambling. But Nacho sent me a video, so we're going to play his video. Nope. Nope. There. Sounds like a theme song from my childhood. It's like Newhart or something. So when you drive up on these people, where are they going to go? Are they going to jump off the side of the mountain? Now this is crazy. Whatever this is, it's awesome. Look at this shot, y'all. Look at this shot. I think it's an old bridge, it looks like. Maybe an old train bridge. So I don't know if Nacho's still in here, but the video is entitled B4K Rescue. I think that's his dash camera. Ooh, I just saw a big sign for tacos. All right, so I don't know if Nacho's still in here, but there's a clue right here. So, is it Creed, Colorado? Let's see if we can look up Creed, Colorado. Wow. There. That's it. That's right where he's at. Gosh, that's beautiful. So, I think it's Bachelor Loop. Oh, their website sucks. So let's see. Images of Creed, Colorado. That's cool. Last Chance Mine in Creed, Colorado, Bob. That's where he's at. Man, that's cool. So maybe it's a gold mine. Looks like people are trying to find things. Last Chance Mine, established 1891. That's pretty cool. I wish Bob was still in here. Or wait, Bob's in here. I wish Nacho was still in here so that he could talk about his trip a little bit. He's at work. So okay. So I'm going to start closing all these windows so that my computer doesn't die on y'all. So I've got some pictures to show on the club. This is the death of Stephen Drone's unique Typhoon H+. So he said, this is what happens when you don't check if the battery is locked in or not. So it sounds like his battery fell out at 175 feet up in the air, and the drone came down to the ground. He didn't have video of the drone falling, but this is what remains of his drone. So parts of the legs broke off. Looks like the motors took a hit. Looks like it landed on its side, but I'm not sure about that. And I feel like this picture looks worse than it is because those arms do bend down naturally. Like you can bend your drone down, but he said the camera. Well, Steve, did you say the camera went? You said like 3 inches in or something. It was like the camera was in the ground, so he pulled it out. So this motor is broken off right here. This leg is broken off completely. This is the other half of this leg. So it always, it hurts my heart every time I see someone's crash drone. And the Unique Typhoon H Plus is not a light drone either. I don't know how much it weighs, maybe 5 pounds or something like that, but it's a pretty heavy drone. So I'm sure that thing came down hard. So, Steve, sorry for your loss. I wish I could have just sold you mine, because I'm about to put mine up for sale. But Steve already bought a new Unique Typhoon H Plus, so he'll continue to fly. Something he's very comfortable with. He's had a lot of flights with his Unique Typhoon H. So yeah. So I'm gonna hide my screen and make sure that I got. Oh, that's my live stream. Close that. Close that. Close that. All right. So I'm going to pull up. This is Drone DJ's website. I use Drone DJ a lot. They're really good at having leaks come out. And so in a couple weeks, there's going to be an update to this version of the camera. This is the Hero 10. There's going to be a GoPro Hero 11 is about to come out. And what is beautiful about the 11 is, from the rumors, it's going to be the same size. So you should be able to use everything else that you used to use with your GoPro Hero 10 on your GoPro Hero 11. Just like last year, they've made the processor a little bit faster, and stuff like that. But so I'm not super interested in the GoPro Hero 11 just because it's not much different than the GoPro Hero 10. But what I'm super excited about is they're going to come out with the 11 Black Mini. And I want to show you guys the Mini. From the looks of it, they have taken the screen off of the front. So it is about, from the looks of this, if it's using the same lens, it is probably only about that wide. The thickness looks about the same, but I love the fact that it has, and the bottom, it looks like it's going to be smaller because the bottom isn't snug inside of there. So, yeah, y'all are all talking about Steve's drone. That's okay. But I just wanted to show you guys these images, and then we're going to call it a night. I'll probably have more information on this next week. But I'm really excited about this camera. Hopefully it'll be a lot lighter and we can put it on our drones. I really wish, so a couple things that I don't like about it. I really wish the lens was centered on these fingers, because I would love for that lens to be in the middle of whatever I attach it to. I like things to be symmetrical, but I want to show you guys. So there's the fingers on the bottom of the camera, so you can hang it upside down or put it on the side. But check this out, y'all. This is the back of the camera, and it's got these kind of radiator like fins for heat dissipation, but it's got fingers on the back of the camera as well. So there's no screen on the camera, but it's got fingers on the back. So so I think that's a really, really cool feature. There's one door on the side, so that's where your SD card and your battery is going to go. And it looks like it's got a smaller battery. So it might be light, and it might only have a short, a short flight time or whatever. Flight time, a short battery life. But so, so I want to read what Drone DJ said. One clear use case for the action camera, as compact as the rumored GoPro Mini is aerial cinematography. The FPV drone community loves GoPro cameras. Many operators manually strip down the device, so when they finally strap it to their small Cinewoot style FPV drones, it is as lightweight as possible. Earlier this year, GoPro released its own version of the FPV drone-friendly camera, the Hero 10 Black Bones, at 54 grams. Bones is the lightest GoPro ever, and it can be mounted to a drone with a single screw to capture 5K 4:3 video. The weight of the new GoPro Mini camera is not yet known, but if the battery flap in the leaked photo is any indicator, the device will likely feature a smaller battery than what's found in a standard GoPro camera, and hence save some weight there as well. So, like I said, from the pictures, it looks like it has a smaller battery. I just hope it can at least record an hour, because if I've got 3 batteries on my Avata and I want to put the GoPro on it, I want those to be, or swapping out batteries. I might just buy 3 batteries on the GoPro Mini. So as far as the next action camera, it will probably be that guy, because I've got 2 Hero 10s, and there's no reason for me to get a Hero 11 at this point. But I might end up upgrading if there's a significant, frames per second or something like that. But if there's nothing super significant with the Hero 11, I might just wait till the 12. But I think that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about tonight. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications when I put out more live streams, more leaked and rumored photos of cameras coming up or drones coming up, action cameras, drones, just all the stuff I do, y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will catch you on the next video. Stay tuned for some Insta360 X3 footage. Peace out, y'all.